Hello, we are Deepjyoti, Dibyendu and Ranjit from IIT Bombay, India. We study collective force generation by biofilaments. How do biological cells generate force to move? The answer is by polymerization of certain kinds of filaments like actin and microtubules. To understand this, imagine the following experiment. Imagine n stiff polymers growing against an obstacle via polymerization or depolymerization of monomers as shown in the figure. The polymerization is opposed by an external force F. Now, the question is, how much force one should apply such that the wall does not move on an average? This force is known as the stall force, which is equivalent to the maximum force generated by these polymerizing filaments. It is theoretically shown that the stall force of n filaments is exactly equal to n times that of a single filament. That is, Fsn equal to nFs1. The forces are additive. However, biofilaments are complex. In a biopolymer like actin or microtubule, the monomers are typically bound to ATP or GTP, represented by T in the picture. After polymerization, the T-bound monomer can change its chemical state and become a ADP or GDP bound monomer. This is represented by D, and this T to D switching is known as ATP hydrolysis. The hydrolysis can happen at any location randomly. As a result, there are four possible kinetic processes: polymerization of T-bound monomer with a rate U, depolymerization of T-bound monomer with a rate Wt, hydrolysis, that is T to D switching with a rate R. And if the tip monomer is D, depolymerization with a different rate Wd. Now, there is an open question. What is the stall force of n filaments when hydrolysis is present? Are stall forces still additive? In this paper, we answer this open question. And let me tell you, the answer is counterintuitive. See the movie here. You have a two-filament system with no hydrolysis. When we apply an external force of 2Fs1, the system stalls. See the figure below, where the wall position fluctuates around a constant value. Now, see the two-filament system with hydrolysis. With time, the monomers switch from T to D, that is, from blue to red. When we apply twice the stall force of a single filament, the system still grows. See the figure below, where the wall moves forward with time. This is a stunning result. Two filaments can produce more force than the sum of forces due to individual filaments. In other words, the filaments exhibit a new collective phenomenon, and this is true for any number of filaments. Compare with the case with no hydrolysis. In the top and bottom cases, everything is exactly the same, except that at the bottom we have hydrolysis. So, just by introduction of chemical switching of monomer states, the system produces a new collective phenomenon where the system can generate more force than the sum of forces due to their individual components. In the rest of the paper, we study this phenomenon systematically and show a few important points. The result is true for many types of models, and therefore the result is robust. We develop an exactly solvable model with chemical switching and prove this result analytically. We show that the result stems from the inherent non-equilibrium nature of the hydrolysis process. We invite you to read our paper and hope you enjoy this video. Thank you.